Hey guys, we are on another tool for the Integrity Toolbox for the Mom Guilt Toolbox, actually. So Integrity is the tool, and I'm dissecting another um, way that integrity can help you with your mom guilt. So one of the things that I've realized that I've done in the past, and things that have created guilt for me, is giving in so I don't have to deal with the fight, as well as saying yes when I want to say no and saying no when I want to say yes. So I'm going to dive into giving in. So my example with this is for my son and his eating habits. I was not someone who ever really enjoyed cooking. I'm better at it now. I'm enjoying it a lot more now that I've done a lot of work on wanting to put proper things into my body and wanting to be healthy and all of that. And so, but for the longest time of my life, it was if it fits it ships kind of a thing. It was more like I only think about food when I'm hungry, and when I'm hungry I don't want to wait 30 minutes for a meal. So I would eat to live. I definitely didn't live to eat. So that transferred over a lot into being a mom, especially when I was going through a divorce. So when we were a nice, happy family, I was doing a lot more of the cooking. Plus, when they're little, they're bottle feeding and they're eating food out of jars and all of that. And so that was a lot easier. And right at the time when I should have been introducing new foods to him, I was going through a divorce. And so it was like, I don't want to have to add one more thing to my plate. So I ate a lot of frozen food, and so did he. So um, as we've gotten older, or as he's gotten older, I thought, well, I'll be able to reason with him as he gets older. Like, because right now he's fighting me on eating green things, and he's fighting me on this and that, and I can't deal with any more resistance from him. um I was already had a lot of resistance from him on my plate. So food was, as long as he was still growing, I was happy. um so now that he's older, my son's 8 now, um my very naive way of thinking that would be able to reason with him as he got older, that and it was a very passive approach to parenting, and it totally backfired. So now he still is frustrated. He still puts up fights when I try to get him to eat different things. And uh, so I really just delayed the fights. For me, I accept that, because I know back then I could not have handled any more on my plate. And if that's where you are, then that's where you are. And when you get into a better place, hopefully we're working on getting you into a happier and healthier lifestyle and harmony within your family and within yourself. Then you're able to start really tackling those battles. So now we only have, arguing over food. And since when I'm recording this, we're still distance learning, sometimes we argue um, over doing homework. But I can handle those two things because I don't have the internal chaos that I had back then. And he had a lot more um, issues with tantruming, and it I just to me back then, it was like the path of least resistance is all I can do. That's all I can do right now. And, you know, that's okay for a season. But what we want to get you to is a place of harmony so you can go back and tackle some of those bad behaviors that may have happened in the past. So I hope this has been helpful. Next time we're going to dive into the saying no when you mean yes and saying yes when you mean no. So we'll see you then.